Finding well being as a working mom can sometimes be difficult because, as working moms, we face multiple competing demands. We want to be present for everything in our children's lives. We want to perform at work. We want to take care of the house and family. We want to have a social life. We want to take care of our bodies. We want to have downtime. We want to take care of our parents. We want to be there for our friends. We want to grow and learn. We want to have 8 hours of sleep, which is a big one that mothers rarely get. So at some point, something has to give. I have coached for many years, and I specialize in working with high achievers who are experiencing some type of disconnection, stress, anxiety, or really want to think about flourishing beyond just being successful. And I've learned that the day just has 24 hours and you need at least 7 or 8 of those to sleep. And so at some point you have to make choices, you have to make trade-offs, and something has to give. And the compass, the best compass that can show you what trade-offs to pick are your values. When you are able to really be clear about what your values, priorities are as a mom, at work, and you can choose a top 3, you are able to make more aligned choices that will allow you to feel better about yourself, about your capacity as a parent, about your performance at work, that allow you to be more present in your relationships and not feeling that you're missing out or always arriving late or forgetting something important. So it's our values that allow us to see what needs to come first, what to pick when we face competing demands. And there's no wrong or right values. There's just the values and priorities that are most important for each person at any given point in time. Because one thing that I've learned is that if you don't choose your trade-offs, if you are not the one consciously saying, okay, I'm going to sacrifice certain, networking meetings because my value says family first and I want to be present at home and arrive early from work because this week is important for my child. If you don't consciously make that choice, then life is going to make that choice for you. And those choices are not necessarily going to be the trade-offs that make you happy, the trade-offs that are more aligned with your values. And that creates a sense of disconnection. It also creates the seeds for burnout because we start burning out when we feel that we are rushing all the time, that we are not being enough anywhere, that we are missing out on the important stuff, that we are not in control of our days, and when we do not have enough downtime. And for high-achieving working moms, the fast-paced lives, sometimes challenging, sometimes rich, that fast-paced life that they've built that can be stressful is the life they want. And I've coached multiple working moms. And while they may feel tired or burnt out and they may have their down moments, they would not want it otherwise because they are high achievers. And so how can you live with a clear conscience, with a sense of doing the right things, having the correct compass? And how can you walk that fast-paced life with a sense of control? You can only do that if you're honoring your values, if you're choosing those trade-offs, if you're knowing what you said yes to and what that yes meant saying no to. That gives you a sense of control. That gives you a sense of autonomy. that gives you a sense of clarity. And from clarity, you can build connection and you can feel confidence. Confidence about who you are as a professional. Confidence about how you parent. Confidence of how you feel as a woman and what you need to do to nurture yourself. And the only way to have those values present and find clarity is through self-awareness, which is cultivated through mindfulness, my favorite practice for grounding, for gaining clarity, for feeling connected to myself. And through skill building, really tapping into higher positive psychology skills that can allow you to manage emotions better, to handle stress better, to build resilience, to have a more flexible mindset, which is a cornerstone of mental health. And only through these is that you are able to create a sense of balance as a high-achieving working mom. And this isn't by any means easy. It is easier said than done, but it's possible. Balance and well-being are skills that you build and goals that you work at every day in life. And that balance equation will shift and change and evolve as your professional and family life changes and evolves as your kids grow. But it's fine-tuning it and adjusting the recipe. What creates well-being, what buffers stress, and what gives you a sense of control and a sense of meaning and satisfaction with who you are. And eventually you don't feel like you're putting out fires all the time. You feel like you're choosing your challenges, you're choosing your values, and you're struggling well when it gets hard. And that allows you to also access self-compassion, self-care, and many, many moments of positive emotion.